Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to the second video of today, where we're going to be discussing all things Harry, Meghan, and their level up journey. If you're new here, I'm Wizzy, and it's great to meet you virtually. How has your week been? Mine has been going great. As I discussed in my first video, it's I was totally engrossed in the rap beef between Drake and Kendrick at my big age. And right now, my ears are completely ringing with BBL Drizzy. Oh, BBL Drizzy. Oh my gosh. Anyway, as per usual, we're discussing the latest events in the wacky world of the toxic British media, the British royal family, and how their actions relate to Prince Harry and Meghan, right? And the most exciting thing that have happened today is the fact that Harry is in town. Yay, yay, yay. And he is in town to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games. And you know what? The meltdown is ridiculous. As always, there's always meltdown. There's always a meltdown when it has to do with anything relating to Harry and Meghan. But the meltdown, because Invictus Games chose violence, and they said, when we started, we had no money, no people. It wasn't even called the Invictus Games yet. We just had a very good idea, Sir Keith Mills said. It was great to hear about the origins of the Invictus movement today with our founder and patron, Prince Harry, Sir Keith Mills, and Ken Fisher at the Invictus Games conversation. Invictus Games just woke up and chose violence because they were sick and tired of being sick and tired of hearing people say that it was William and Kate who founded the Invictus Games. And they said, no, nope, 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 nope. I am always conscious of the fact that we have people who are just coming into the conversation, who have not really been following things from the beginning. So I create the opportunity for you to, you know, for you to know where to go to reference some of the information that we talk about here. And right there in Spare, Harry broke down in detail how the Invictus came to be. So he said, now that some of the money was in hand, Elf advised the next order of business was finding someone with the uncommon organizational skills, the social and political connections to take on a job this size. He knew of just the man, Sir Keith Mills. Of course, I said, Sir Keith Mills had organized the 2012 Olympics in London, which had been such a smash. Indeed, who else could there be? Let's invite Sir Keith to Kensington Palace for a cup of tea. And he says, it was Friday, July the 1st. I was due to leave London the next morning, heading up to the Keith Mills. I was due to take part in a sailing race on Sir Keith's yacht of white. Just as I was stuffing the last few things into my overnight bag, I glanced at my phone. A message on Instagram from the woman, the American. Hello. She said she got my info from Violet. She complimented my Instagram page. Beautiful photographs. Thank you. It was mostly photos of Africa. Anyway, this is the initial contacts between Harry and Meghan, broken down on the second page. But he has said over and over and over, and because the derangers, they want to always attach themselves to anything related to Harry and Meghan, anything successful especially, They have been trying to claim that the Invictus Games was created with William and Kate, that the royal family were the ones who gave Prince Harry the funding to start Invictus Games, whereas there are records everywhere proving otherwise. Okay, now that we have gotten that out of the way, can we look at the breakdown of what actually took place today? So, these are photographs from Harry arriving at the Invictus Games today. There are videos, but due to YouTube's guidelines, as you know, if you've been following my channel for a little bit, you know that I don't play the videos on here. So these are photographs from today's event. And even though Harry was on the stage for a bit, but the Invictus Games really highlighted the veterans to a large degree. We are going to see. I saw Casper from the Invictus Games documentary. On there, I saw this person who is, and a lot of them, it was just like a lot of them giving testimony of how Invictus Games, how they have benefited from the creation of the Invictus Games. But what was lovely to see was the growth in Harry, the confidence with which he's speaking now. My goodness. This is one of the veterans who attended the event. Just look at him here without any arms. He's a Nigerian. His name is Dean Chikwa. Onwuchikwa. And he talked about the work of the Invictus Games Foundation has given me hope. And thank you to Dean from Team Nigeria for being with us today at the Invictus Games Foundation and sharing his story. So that's so lovely. Um, and do you know what this is? This is a photograph of the British media waiting outside of the venue where Harry was having this conversation. This person said he spent a chunk of his afternoon outside of the Honourable Artillery Company in the hope of glimpsing Prince Harry, who left by the back gate, which made me laugh, and a journalist vexed. Still got me in the outside. And it seems like anytime Prince Harry is in town, the rest of the royal family just come out to ride the wave. Just like if you're talking about Prince Harry and you're going to be talking about him obviously negatively, so it's safe for me to come out because if you see me out, then you won't talk negatively about me because you've got Prince Harry coming out. And then who else? Camilla also out. Also out. I wish that they hadn't announced Prince Harry's event on purpose, b- uh, because I'm sure that the others plan their events around Prince Harry's event. And I don't know why they still try to see. It's not a popularity contest when something is just a fact. Like anytime Prince Harry is around, he is going to dominate the headlines. So why they even try is beyond me at this point. Horseface Camilla should have stayed in for sure. Why? What was that about? Why do they always try to see whether they are testing to see whether they are now more popular than Harry? The sky is blue. That is a fact. Prince Harry always will be more popular than the rest of the royal family. Facts is facts. Anytime he comes in, it seems like that is the time that they think that that will be the best time for them to come out as well. Anyway, the sun doesn't worry about the moon. So it is what it is. They have nothing else to do with their time, so it's fine. It's fine. Oh, membership. Guys, you might have noticed, if you don't already know, that our channel now has membership. And I invite you to join us on this journey of the channel membership. On this channel, if you want to know the benefits of our membership, we've got two levels. The first one is for those who just want to show support for the channel. Being a YouTuber means you would think that the number of subscribers on a channel means that the YouTubers are earning thousands of money, as my little nephew would put it. But no, that is not the case, which means that if you want to support the channel anyway financially, you can do so through joining the membership of the channel. What are the benefits of the first level of membership? Well, you get patron chat prioritized, member milestone chats, channel badges, and you get a shout out when there is anything going on with you that you would like us to shout out about. So that's always fun. And then the second level of membership on this channel gives you everything that is in the first level of membership. You've got a channel spotlight rotation and exclusive content. And we're going to be having sponsored member giveaways, and only those people who are members of this channel will be able to participate. So these are the benefits of joining the membership of this channel. And in case you're interested in my big why, I am inspired by Harry and Meghan to push forward on my goal of establishing a non-profit organization which is dedicated to boosting female empowerment in my hometown. And my vision for doing that would be to reintroduce etiquette training, promoting gospel through music, and financial empowerment through import and export trading within and outside of Nigeria. I am 100% Nigerian in blood, while Megan is only 43% Nigerian. Though I was already a fan of Megan before she even declared that she was 43% Nigerian. Anyway, the whole idea is for the narrative to change. Nothing changes if we just sit back clapping our hands and saying, oh, things are bad. Things change when we make a move to do something. Speaking of which, while I've got you all on here, uh, are there are there people listening to me um who know how to obtain brand sponsorships from companies, from brand owners? Lots of questions are being asked, and it would be nice if there was someone I could ask. Are there any people here who know how to go about getting sponsorships from companies? Marketing people. If there are any people here, please give me a thumbs up in the comment section. Uh, Idalina Oliveira says they get paid by the taxpayers. Harry can prove that he can do charities and the Invictus Games with no royalty money. Yep. Idalina, were you talking to me? I don't think so. Idalina, were you talking to me? Oh, looks like not. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so I have this photograph of Harry. Can you see his smile? His cheeky smile. And this is him looking good, looking bronze. His skin, he's looking very healthy and he's looking happy. He is not looking miserable the way people would like us that they want that narrative that Harry is miserable and it's just not true at all. Okay, so these are the photographs they were able to get of Harry today. So what I am expecting is that as soon as he is done, he's either on his way back to America or he is moving from here to Nigeria. Vonzola, I'm still thinking about the snake message sent by his brother Nacho. That was powerful, right? Very, very powerful in its imagery. And it's so true as well. So at the end of the day, King Charles thinks he is doing something by refusing to see Harry, but he's only making himself look childish, petty, and he's just making himself look childish and petty. Vonzola, Gwen Daniel says, what message? If you check Nacho's, I think it's on his stories, he told the story of a snake who thought that he was being hurt by a saw that bumped into him and therefore injured it, and then proceeded to try to suffocate the saw to death by killing it the way it knows how to do so, right? Because that's what a snake would typically do. But of course, the more it tried to suffocate the saw, it ended up cutting itself to pieces and ended up dying. And that's exactly what the royal family is doing to itself in the way that they are continuing to treat Prince Harry. So, and what we what I am seeing right now is that the British media, do you think Mel JK says King Charles is just following the instructions of the boss in the house, who is Camilla? Do you think? I think it has more to do with the British media than Camilla. I think he would do what Camilla wants to a large degree, but I think it has more to do with the British media. Camilla only has the power to make Harry uncomfortable. She doesn't have the power to take away his security. She doesn't have the power to evict him from his property. She doesn't have the power to do a lot of very harmful things that King Charles has done. So, Prince Harry and Meghan only have to do what they need to do in order to protect themselves, which is to work hard and get even richer if possible. Um, to get as rich as possible so that no matter what William decides to do, it would not affect them in any way. Mm. So, guys, I think this is all I have for this evening. There's not much on it, and you want to watch the videos. Actually, I should give you my Instagram page because I'm going to be posting the videos floating about on my Instagram page. So you can go there and have a watch in the next 10 to 15 minutes because they'll be going up then. For activism, hmm, Vonzola Adams says, yes, she does. Her power is over weak as King Charles III. Hmm. Okay, on this channel, we agree to disagree. We mustn't always agree about everything 100%. I'm not saying Camilla has no power whatsoever. What I am saying is that for the things that have happened, like their security, their home, and things like that. Camilla doesn't have the power. She's not the sovereign, supposedly. She was not part of the Privy Council. So she doesn't have the power to demand that Prince Harry's security be removed, for instance. What I'm saying is that there are a lot of forces working against Prince Harry and Meghan, but in this situation, the concern of the media is a stronger force against them than the interests of Camilla. Does that make sense? I hope it does. That's what I feel anyway. You're welcome to have a different opinion. And I agree that Charles is weak. He has been weak from the beginning of his life. I think being born into privilege doesn't necessarily do that much for people, which is a contradiction in itself because we aim and strive to be rich, right? So that things will be better for our children. But at the end of the day, when we're rich, it tends to be more harmful for our children. Anyway, um, Rosalind Marston, Charles is afraid of the British media because he knows what they can do to him if he doesn't abide. Yeah, absolutely. I think that what we have heard about Charles so far is just the tip of the iceberg. If the rest of it was to come out, the royal family, sorry, the British public who are normally um, too busy with their lives will be up in arms. What is going on with Charles? Harry is still his son. Charles only knows about himself. Charles only knows about himself. I think I am very focused on. I think because I did the videos on the court case that is coming, and I discovered how terrible the association is between the British royal family, the police, the criminal underbelly of the UK, and the British media. This is serious stuff. And if they could hack politicians and criminals, definitely be sure that they hacked the royal family and they're blackmailing them, I believe, with a lot more. Yeah, a lot more. I will leave a link to the playlist to those videos so that you can go back if you're wondering what I'm talking about. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, Charles is mean and petty. Charles is mean and petty. I agree. And his meanness, his pettiness, and his weakness put him in the position where he is today, where he cannot stand up for his own children. Because a parent, no matter how old your children are, you need to be able to stand up for them and defend them. What is the point of you being king if you can't even protect your own family? What is the point of that? Anyway, so that's the situation. That is what I think the situation is at the moment. And I'm going to be uploading. Oh, I was in the process of uploading my Instagram page so that you can go there and watch the videos. I will also drop the links to the videos on. I will also drop the links to the videos on my community page so that you can go there and watch them. Joe Baker says it's sad that Charles is in bed with the media. Charles is pathetic and a sad human being. This absolutely correct. Harry said they are trapped, strangled by the media. That is so true. This is absolutely true. This is the major point. Everything else can be managed or dealt with. Camilla is a small issue. Camilla is a small issue. And Camilla's family, they are in media. Her son was in the media, and I think one of her nieces is the executive, is it editor or something of the Tatler. So if they are, that means that some of the information that the media know about Charles, which they're holding over his head, Camilla knows about it as well. Imagine in that being in that dynamic. Imagine being in that dynamic. If she is able to influence Charles, it is not from the perspective of because I love her, so I am going to harm her children. Because Charles knows that if the well meaning people of the UK consider that and think about it deeply, he will lose public support. So maybe I'm giving them too much credit anyway, but I believe that it's more than that. It's more than just a jealous stepmother trying to do her bit. I think Baron has talked about some arrangements where Charles feels like he is trying to do right by Camilla now. And so he is literally putting her in a position where she has more power due to some age old agreement from centuries ago. I don't know the details of all of that, but I also know that the media one, if the problem, assuming the problem is 100%, the media problem, the problem Charles has is 75%. Camilla is 20%, and then his own pettiness and ego is 5%. Being seen with Harry will be too much good press for the Duke. So Charles goes into petty mode. There is that. There is that. Jules, so he harms his own kids. Unfortunately, yes. The media own the absolute. Now, yes, there it is. There it is. The media own the mafia family. Absolutely. The media do own them. Anyway, that guys, that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, this is me signing out, right? I think the next thing we're going to be talking about is Harry and Meghan in Nigeria. I won't be surprised if he will be on the way to Nigeria tomorrow. Uh, if he won't be on the way to Nigeria tomorrow, and that Megan is also on her way to Nigeria, perhaps even as we speak. So have a good night, because it looks like we're going to have a couple of days without sleep as we follow and track their movement in Nigeria. All right. Have a good night. It's Wheezy signing out. Take care and bye now. Bye. Reba says, Camila is the trap Charles fell into. All right, guys. Bye.